What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the collective clips where you already know we get it in. Whopping, right? But before we get it in, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Ding! Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that the gun is kicking. And I highly appreciate all the support, man. We're going up on this channel. It's all because of you. And for that, I can say I'm very humbled and very, 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 very appreciative, man. So gracias. Whopping. Are you ready? Whoa, I fucking beat his ass. I beat his ass, primo. Right? I talked to Ricky. Man, shit is getting tricky. He's getting out in January. Everything is coming to fruition. But I had to get a hold of him to let him know what was going on with old Roach, right? And man, that vato had tears in his eyes. And I didn't even see him, but I could tell. I went through the whooping to him, right? I'm gonna tell you what happened to him. Oh, fucking, he overdosed. He overdosed. Give him the Narcan. Right? Nah, that doesn't work, Rick. That doesn't work, right? He was pretty heartbroken, but he understood, man. He was like, I could have fucking told you that. I knew about that 2 years ago. What? Right? He didn't know about shit, but he always likes to claim the fame like he does. Welcome to the Super Norteno. Here's another episode. So I did tap in with Rick. I talked to my tia. My tia was like, oh, so the motherfucker finally died, huh? All that dick went to waste. He had a big one. I don't know how the white guy did it, but no teeth. Tamachueco in his mouth like a... But he had a big old chorra. He was long and skinny. Yeah, it was. It wasn't like the one that I'm dealing with now, but it was pleasant. You know, Pleasant Valley. I'm surprised. I send my condolences, mijo. Tell his mom that is his fucking bitch mom still alive? Yeah, she's alive. You tell her I said, call me. I'll hook her up, right? That's just how my tia is. She tries to be sentimental, but gangster at the same time. She doesn't know how to be nice. Hey, mijo, tell her she wants to go to bingo. I'll buy her first card. Then the next 5 are on that bitch because she's white and they have more money than us, right? So that was about what he got, but I could see she felt it. She was like, you don't know how many lovers have passed away I've had, mijo. I could tell you some amazing stories that'll trip you out. I'm sure you can. So Ricky, he called. We got our little 3-way on. And I told him he was pretty disappointed, man. Happy that he's getting out soon. Disappointed in Roach's passing, man. And, they had a lot of interaction. There's so many more stories I'm going to tell you about them together on the Super Wood series. But it was definitely unfortunate telling them that. I wanted to show you guys. So those of you that are right here right now, where the fuck is my other phone? I don't have it. But I will be posting a picture of Roach, the real Roach, to probably more than likely, well, I showed it in my live last night, but I'll be posting it to one of these videos. Maybe the next Superwood video, I'll show you the real Roach and tell you a little bit more intimate details about him, right? Anyways, so in the midst of this conversation, right, it's been a minute since I talked to Rick. So it's been about a month, right? So I was like, hey, Whoppin', where you been, right? Well, I don't fucking tell you where I've been. I've been in the hole, right? I'm like, what do you mean you've been in the hole? Yeah, I had to fucking do the way got burnt shelf on him, right? It's like this and like that and like this and it's like that and like this and like X4, right? I'm like, what'd you do? He said he beat up his celly. So what had happened was Edgar's, which is perfect for my situation because I talk about Edgar's and how they might take over the prison system, how the Edgar's are starting to get deep within the system. Well, guess what? They are taking over the county jails. So everyone assumes that my primo is in the Merced County Jail. He's not in the Merced County Jail. He's in a different county jail, not too far from Merced. We'll leave it at that. I'm just going to say this. Where he's at, you get cellies, right? And so one thing about my primo Rick is he just won't take any celly. If he feels a certain way, he feels a certain way. And I would never, ever in my life want to be celled up with Rick. I don't even know how fucking Sheila has been celled up with Rick for so long. Hey, he's over here grasping for breath because it smells like straight sanitation. She's over there fucking grasping for breath because she's shoving fucking hamburgers down her throat. That cell is all fucked up. I say cell because that's what their room looks like. It looks like a cell with a GUN poster and a fucking Mr. Capone poster on the other side with darts in it. Real talk, real life, right? But anyways, he just, every time I talk to my tia, every time he's ever locked up, he always has these stories about beating up on cellies or cellies beating up on him. Because Ricky can't win them all. Let's just be honest here. He's a JCat with J-Can straight representing the Northern Collective. But at the end of the day, that motherfucker ain't going to win every fight, right? This one, I guess it was horrible for Mushroom Head. So he's telling me that he's in a cell. He's kicking it. And his cellie just went home. He just got out. They flipped his case. He was able to go out. And one thing about Ricky, he gets all, like when it comes to his cellies, like he's like their brother. Hey, fucking guess what happened? The fuck, my brother went home. Like, bro, you don't... you don't got that, brother, right? What are you talking? No, I fucking went home. That's a fucking good homeboy from Stockton. Stockton, right? He'll get all crazy. Like, he'll act like he's from Stockton. He'll fucking get Stockton tatted on his neck just because the homie was from Stockton. You know what I mean? Stockton was here. As long as he ain't getting it on his asshole, it's good because we don't want Stockton to be there, right? One never knows, does one. But I know this for sure that Ricky gets all fucking close to his cellies like they're family members. And I understand, I've done a lot of time. You do. You know, I've had cellies where fucking the Boyz II Men song hits. It's so hard to say goodbye to you. You know what I mean? You feel bad. Like, damn, the motherfucking homie's gone, man. And now any celly that you get after that, he can never live up to that celly. So he's going to be in bad standings until he gets in good standings in the cell. You understand what I'm saying? Like, nah, the homeboy from Sanho was the shit, man. That was a good-ass homeboy, right? Now you get another same homeboy from Sanho from the same hood, and all his caca stinks. Every time he farts, it's like, hey, bro, fucking go by the door, puto, right? You're just tripping because you're mad because he came in the cell after your celly that was a good dude left the cell, and you can't control it. So Ricky tells me, hey, what happened with these guys' haircuts? I'm like, what happened with your haircut? You got the shag and shit in the back. That's a fucking Chicago Chirac. Northern Chirac, right? He's got the Chirac going on. The shag in the back. You know, the typical northern haircut that northerners have nowadays. He's rocking that. Light on the side. He's got the fucking Dog the Bounty Hunter. The northern Dog the Bounty Hunter, though. Right? Without minus the bulldog. He's got his dog going on. And so he's like, what happened? There's like fucking new guys. I said, who are they? I think they're Southsiders undercover. I said, well, what are they? Oh no, fucking I seen a video you did, the Edgars. Right? I was like, the Edgars. I said, nah, bro. He said, there's a lot of them, Primo, there's a lot of them. Let me stop the Mickey Mouse voice and tell you how he really talks. Because I'm just throwing a little salsa on it. Today is the day of truth, right? He really talks like, no, Primo, they're fucking gang of fucking Southsiders here. They all got fucking mushroom heads and fake tattoos on their face. I'm like, fake? You can wipe the tattoos off? No, but they're faking before they're faking like bacon. They sizzle lean. They ain't really the real thing. I'm like, so what's going on? He's like, they tried to set me up with an Edgar and I fucking almost killed him. I was like, hey, bro, don't be fucking up. We're waiting on you to get out. I don't give a fuck about getting out, right? That fool don't care. Hey, when they told him, hey, you're getting out, guess what, Primo, I'm getting out. Are you? Maybe. Right? He don't give a fuck. He's like, I'm here. He's a real fucking soldado. So anyways, they put him with a mushroom head the other day, a decane, right? That was all sparkly and shit. So according to Ricky, this would happen. The sparkly fellow walked in the cell. Ricky is the type that if he doesn't know what your get down is and he's not going to ask, he expects you to show him, right? So I guess this guy comes in and this guy's fucking got paint scraped off his fingernails. Like you could just tell he's a studio gangster, right? And as he comes in, Ricky's already on him like, what, where you from? Right? Usually Ricky don't do that. And the Vato was from, I'm not going to say what city he's from because then everyone will be mad at me. Like, we don't got Edgars like that. Yeah, you fucking do. We got them everywhere. They've infested, they're worse than roaches. Tweakers and Edgars. That's what the world's become nowadays. Trump, change it, please. Right? Deport those bastards. But anyways, so we got a whole bunch of fucking Edgars coming in. So he gets one in his cell. And he's flipping because he's like, what with that haircut, right? He doesn't understand. Exactly. Now, he's seen Edgars. I'm sure he knows what exactly they are, but he's never been celled up in close proximity to someone who drinks Aitu juice, right? So he's like, what with your fucking haircut? The homies don't get down like that, right? And the fool's like, nah, I'm a Norteno, bro. You know, it's all good, right? Ricky's like, you're a fucking Northerner. You're not a Norteno. You're not one of us, right? So the dude's like, nah. He's like, I think you're a Southsider, right? So the fool feels disrespected because Ricky keeps calling him a Southsider. But that's what Ricky does. To him, if you're not a Norteno, you're a Southsider. You could be just some regular motherfucker working at the bank. And Ricky would go to do a deposit and be like, I don't want you to deposit my money. I want her to deposit money. I think you're a Southsider. Right? Like, come on, man. Hey, I'm going to get shit because I do this fucking video wearing blue. Hey, Primo, what happened? Why'd you have a blue shirt on? Are you a Southsider? Wait up. That would make you a dropout Southsider. Right? He's all fucked up in the head. So anyways, this dude gets settled up with him. This is what he tells me. Now, this is his story. I'm telling it from a distance because I wasn't there. But I believe Rick. He has no lies. He tells no lies. Like, he's one of those dudes, if he says it, pura, 10-5 a key. He meant it. So, plus I asked my tia, she was like, son of a bitch was in the oil. I went to go visit him, and they said they turned me away at the door. I had to show them my tit, mijo, for them to even talk to me. I'm like, damn, what'd they say? Put it away, it's ugly. Okay, well, there you go. Yeah, right? She goes, no, but my nepa, it's pierced. Mijo, look at I pierced it. What? She's trying to show me through the phone. Look, I'll just rub it against the phone. You feel the vibration? And I'm hearing going. That's the fucking little thing that she put in it, right? She was like, I'm going to go for a bigger gauge, mijo, but it's going to make my nipple on explosion status. It hurt, mijo. It hurt. It almost hurt worse than the Africano, and you know where he went in, but it didn't hurt that much, but it kind of hurt. So I'm like dealing with her ass. And so she tells me, yeah, he just got out of the hole. So now I'm verifying the story. It's probably true. So anyways, what happened was this Edgar came into his cell. Ricky approached him how he approaches him and kept calling him Southsider. But that's just how Ricky is. Sometimes he's just playing. Sometimes he's real. Nah, I'm bullshitting. He's real, right? He really thinks this fool. And he's trying to bait him. He wants to do this to yeah, that's right, Sul, so Ricky could take flight. Because the way he is, if you say you're a Southsider and his miss, it's full go all the time. Look, I don't give a fuck about the end of hostilities. Can we all just get along? The agenda I'm trying to push, if we're all the same, to him, we are not the same. At all. And why fucking, I see your fucking videos, you talk about Southsiders are like us. They ain't nothing like us. They ain't no, what do you mean keep my fucking shirt on? I'll take my shirt off if I want. Look at my nipples, I'm gonna get mine pierced too like my mom's. Right, he's different. So anyways, this dude goes in his cell, and this dude feels disrespected. I understand, mushroom head or not, Edgar or not, don't sleep on the Edgars. Them motherfuckers, let me tell you about what happened in the mall the other day, right? But let's get to the Ricky story first, and then I'll ad-lib. So this motherfucker, right? This Edgar tries to rush Ricky. Horrible mistake. Lucky Ricky didn't have his long ass fucking Mongolian, because that dude would have been the one getting choked out with it, right? Ricky started to strangle this guy. And as the cops come to the cell, they hear people fighting in there, and the homies are like, hey, red on red, which I'm sure Ricky might get deemed for. I don't know, right? But the dude got off on Ricky first. That's what the paperwork says. That's what that dude admitted, right? Ricky didn't say shit. He said, I didn't say nothing. They asked if I was fighting. I said, I was having a fucking asthma attack. I was going, this motherfucker's stupid, right? Hey, the funny thing is I could just imagine him doing it. He's trying to tell me all this through the phone. You know, but you just imagine in your mind, and I know how he does it, right? He's going, I was fucking being to get him like, no, I was choking him, right? And so I was like, what are you doing? Putting your chorra in his mouth? Don't fucking get down like that. But his nails were painted. He does, right? So anyways, he choked the shit out of this dude. Cops came, broke it up, snatched Ricky up, put him in the cell in the oil. Well, in this particular hole, you can get cellies. So for a while, Ricky didn't get none because they were investigating because it was a fight with him and his cellie. His cellie decided to step up, take the blame, and say he took flight. His cellie's already automatically in bad standings, red on red. It's all bad for him, right? He got to take his punches, pilot haircut, and keep it pushing, right? So Ricky's still doing what he does. But anyways, at this point, I know he's still active because he called me he was back on the general population. So anyways, he goes to the oil, right? And he tells me that when he's in the oil, that this black guy, she's on him. She likes him. Hey, don't tell Sheila, primo. Sheila's sitting right there. We're on fucking, on speakerphone. But did she even fucking looking at my chorra? I almost hit the huelga chorra move with it, right? Sheila's like, what are you, man? I'm fucking hungry. When are you getting out? He's like, shut up, fat bitch. I'm trying to talk, right? They argue all the time. So anyways, he's telling me about how this cop was on him and, man, he's doing big things. And she worked some paperwork out so he can get out of the hole earlier. Lies on top of lies. I say he doesn't lie, but he does ad-lib even more than I do, right? So there was a lot of mild salsa to that fucking story. But anyways, he beat up on an Edgar. Okay, so trip out on this. What do the cops do? The cops do what cops do. They fuck with you, right? They fuck with you. So they put him in a cell, right? With another Edgar. So now he's in a cell with another Edgar and has conformed to Edgarism. So now I'm not surprised if my primo gets out with the punches pilot haircut. If he does, and he's on YouTube with me in an interview and he looks similar to D. Kane, believe D. Kane couldn't hold this motherfucker's condom. It's different. My cousin would be like, what? Say something that I look like a fucking Edgar. Say it, so what? This is Norte, right? He's different and he'll say it differently. Other than that, that's what his adventure's been like. He beat up on an Edgar. They did get in a little melee with some Southerners. Where he's at, they have Southsiders, and they have them all on the same tier. But like, they have two tiers. They have them on different tiers. And he said the Southsiders got off on him, and he beat all of them up, like 20 of them. So really, that means he fought two dudes, and they beat his ass. that's what I deciphered out of the situation. You know what I mean? Hey, motherfucker got a black eye right now. Can you see it? Can you see it? Right? Hey, just because you hit your fucking eye on the phone, now you're gonna have a black eye. I don't know. It's crazy when my cousin tries to describe these stories to me. Because he tries to tell him like if I was right there. You know, like tries to show me, look at my chorra, I fucking got a bump on it. How do you get that? Like, I don't know, motherfucker, and I don't want to see that. Well, fucking, you know what I mean? And what if I just rap it on the phone? Can you just hear it? Right? Like, no, I don't want to do none of that. You know what I mean? Listen to this. Now there's a lot of bumps. But as long as there's 4, Norte, we're good, right? I'm like, no. You know, hey, God forbid Pepe was there, because this is exactly what Pepe said. Hey, listen here, dick mouth. Can I get at you?
Hey, I bet you the Sureños beat you up. I said, just keep it real. I said, keep it real. Keep it real. Yeah, Sheila, suck my chorra. Yeah, we're talking about chorra over here, too. I heard your fucking conversation about bumps on your pipa. Well, guess what? I say I got bumps on mine, too. 3 of them. Sold. And now Sheila has them in her throat. Sold. There you go. I said, keep your fucking shirt on. Can I borrow the abuela? Put it off your books. I said, put it off your books.
That would be their conversation. My primos are crazy. All I know is Ricky is on track to get out. He did get a write-up, did a little time in the hold. That didn't affect his time. So hopefully, man, he's able to get out, stay out the way. Like I said, now he's talking about how Edgars are putting in work. And I'll tell the truth, man. I talked to a homeboy the other day, and we were talking about the video I did, about the Edgar video, right? And he told me, he was like, hey, bro, they're getting thick. They're getting deep, right? So the other day, I went to Macy's. And, I had to get me some of that YSL cologne. I was out and shit, that pussy juice. So I go over there, and of course, I need to get me my little YSL, and I hit it on the friends and families. So it was cheaper. Man, I ain't gonna lie, that 30% kicked in, or 40% kicked in, helped the motherfucker tremendously, because my wallet was not Allen Thick. My wallet was Slim Jim. Snap into it, right? So as I'm snapping into my wallet, and I'm trying to pay for this YSL that I got at a great discount, man, I smelled Edgar in the air. They have a certain smell to them. It's like glittery. It smells like glitter. You know how I remember back in the days when you were a kid and you used to fucking paint and dump that glitter at school, shake it, and there was Santa Claus all of a sudden? Yeah, these bottles smelled like glitter. Straight up. I smelled glitter and I was like, I'm confuzzled here, right? And I looked to the right, looked to the left, and I was surrounded by Edgars. I thought, man, it was attacking. I thought they got me. They finally got me. Nortenos couldn't do it. Southsiders didn't attempt to do it. The Bulldogs was cool with me. And in the meantime, in between time, a bunch of fucking Edgars came and clogged me with paint nail remover or whatever, right? They got me. I ain't gonna lie though. This one Edgar, he was puffed out. Poof daddy, right? That motherfucker was puffed out. Like D. Kane couldn't fuck with him. He was the original Kane, right? That motherfucker, as he was shaking his hair, I see lendres and fucking piojos and hair falling up. He was shedding more than my pug, right? It was ugly. But they're deep, man. Everywhere I went, every little step I take, Edgars will be there. And it's crazy now to think that there's actually Edgar Southsiders and Edgar Nortenos. Like there really is. It's not even, Edgar is not a haircut. It's not a tattoo. It's a way of life, homie. Right? They're different. You want to bust a spread, homie? Now let's paint our nails together, homie. They're just different. I ain't speaking on them in a way or tweaking on them in a way that I know they ain't down to do their thing. But at the same time, if you don't get the fuck up out of here with that funny haircut and that stick and paste tattoo before I kick you in your ass, you know what I mean? Before I stick my foot up your ass like Wes Watson does cans away up his, right? I'm just being real. But yeah, Ricky got into it with, he called him the Huelga Edgar. No, that fucker was a well. He wasn't good homie at the end. He was. The motherfucker hit me hard. I'm like, did he? He was like, yeah, I was choking him, but he was hitting me. He was doing this. I was like, oh, he's used to that position. And that's just what it was. Other than that, man, Ricky's on point, on time, on schedule. But him and my Thea did kind of take it hard about Roach, man. And that's the fucked up, unfortunate situation. Is we lost a good homie, a good friend, man. And man, it's crazy. We have so many good times together. That dude was hilarious, man. But you could only imagine him, Peps, and Rick together. Them dudes are fucking off the chainolio. So anyways, man, Ricky's on schedule, gonna get out. He wanted me to tell everyone, whoopin' Norte! He wanted me to tell the Southsiders something that I won't tell them because then they'll all cancel my channel out. He wanted me to tell the Bulldogs, I see the bad moon rising. He thinks they're still werewolves. He says, he swears up and down, that motherfucker changed from a man to a dog. I said, yeah, they're men that think they're dogs. Right? And I always fuck with my cousin. Like, we'll be talking. I'll be like, yeah, fool. He'll be like, what are you eating, primo? I'm like, hey, I'm having some burritos right now. The ones that you just put in the micro. Whoopin'. I like fucking with him. Anyways, with that being said, man, shout out to my primo Ricky, man. Free Rick. You already know what it is. Free Peps. Hey, I got a story coming up tomorrow about Peps that's going to knock your motherfucking state boots off. It's all good in the hood, man. We're going to involve Roach in it because Roach was involved in it. And it's going to get great, man. I'm going to continue to tell the Superwood stories with Roach involved because I think it's the best thing to do to carry his legacy on. I appreciate all the support. If you like the Super Norteño videos, hit that like, subscribe. If you're not liking already, man, let me know if you want me to continue this legacy on. And, man, what you guys think about everything that's going on right here on YouTube. The shit's getting tricky, right? This is the gun. Bang, bang. And in that fashion, buy up, whopping. My cousin's stupid. The gun. Bang, bang.